All right, talking tunes, and we're here with Kathy, who's fixing her hair.
Sorry, thank you. Get some on in the headphones.
And then we got G-Man, we got Bob, we got Peter Tripp, the curly kid in the third row, Emily's hanging out, and our special guest tonight, Steve Salter, or this morning I should say. And Steve is part of the Killer Blues Headstone Committee. Now you are the committee, Steve?
I'm the president and founder of the Killer Blues Headstone Project.
Okay. Now, as far as the project goes, though, are you the only one, or are you?
No, actually, there's 5 members in the organization. I'm the president. My wife Leslie is the secretary. We have a vice president in St. Louis, Aaron Pritchard, and we have Hank Mowry, who's a board member from Grand Rapids, and we have Keith Peterson, who's a board member in Americus, Georgia. I tell people there's 5 people in the organization, and we are a 501c nonprofit, and no one receives any compensation for what we do. Every dollar that we take in goes towards placing headstones for blues artists lying in unmarked graves.
Okay, why don't you explain that as far as that goes too? Now, the first one you said you got a headstone for was Muddy Waters, right?
No. The very first headstone that the Headstone Project paid for was Big Maceo Merriweather. Okay, the very first headstone that I was involved in was for Otis Spann, who played with Muddy Waters and Howlin' Wolf and practically every blues band in Chicago.
Okay. Now, you just went on one of your trips or something?
Well, it started in 1967. People always ask, well, how did you get started in this? And I say, well, 1967. I said 97. I'm sorry. 97. So it was in 1997. And I'd been going to the Chicago Blues Festival every year since 1989. And I mean, I love music. I love all kinds of music. To me, there's only 2 kinds of music, kind I like and kind I don't like. And really, as far as that goes, there's not a lot of music that I don't like. I tell people my favorite music is mood music for the mood that I'm in.
Yeah.
At any given time with any kind of music, I could say turn that up or turn that down, depending on my mood. But I have a special affinity for blues, indeed. So in 1997, I decided I needed to get to New Orleans for the Jazz and Heritage Festival. So I was planning on a road trip down there, and I thought I'd do a little research and see what was between my home in Whitehall, Michigan, and New Orleans, and I learned that a number of blues musicians were buried in the Chicago area that I'd never got to see, including Muddy Waters and Howlin' Wolf and Otis Spann and a number of others. And so I thought, okay, well, on my way down, I'll stop and pay my respects. And the first one I went to was Muddy Waters, and when I saw what was there was a simple 1 foot by 2 foot by 4 inch thick granite stone, and I was just, I couldn't believe that someone as significant and important as him had this puny little flat mark. So, okay, well, it is what it is. I went on to another cemetery, and Howlin' Wolf had a nice, it was probably 5 foot long and 4 foot tall, and I'm thinking, okay, this is more like it. Then I went to another cemetery, and you know, when you go to the cemetery, you say, I'm looking for the grave site of this individual. In this case, it was Otis Spann. They give you a card, and they say, it's out in section such and such, row such and such. And I went out there, and I'm looking, and I can't find anything. And I'm thinking, okay, somehow I'm missing. So I went back to the office, and I said, I can't find the stone. They said, well, because he doesn't have one. And I was like, what do you mean he doesn't have one? So on to the New Orleans Heritage Festival, and I went, and after I came back, it had been bothering me, so I wrote a letter to a magazine back then. It was called Blues Review, and I said, Otis Spann's lying in an unmarked grave. This is terrible. We need to do something. Well, the magazine put my letter in their paper and decided that people from all over the world started sending money to them. So they had gotten enough money, and they had a headstone made, and there was a dedication with his daughters and family, and I thought, this is wonderful. But I had discovered some other ones that were in a similar situation, and there didn't seem to be any interest. So at that point, it's just kind of jumped to here we are today. We just recently wrote the check for number 123.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. You have like a book out too with all the different headstones that I initially, it's a self-published book. It's called Every Day I Have the Blues, and it's basically a perpetual calendar that on every day of the year it has a person that was either born or died, and it has their name, what instrument they played, when and where they were born, when and where they died, and where they're buried if we know. So at any given day, you can open it up and say, well, today's this guy's birthday. Right.
So, but that is currently, the last edition we did was the 3rd edition, and it's out of print, and we're currently, myself and my vice president are going through every entry and rechecking, and we have plans to do a new edition, but we're also working on a photo book that will have a photo of all the headstones that we've placed. It'll have their name and a photo of the stone and where it's at, and just I'm calling it a teaser, because we're not going to go about writing biographies for all these individuals, because anybody can find it online. Right. Just something to tell you a little bit about that person that make you maybe want to go out there and find more information about that.
Now, if they purchase these, though, doesn't that money go toward?
Yes, all the proceeds go towards the Headstone Project. Okay. I'm also working on, we're calling it a brochure booklet, basically the tentative title is Buried in the Blues, a guide to Chicago area cemeteries. And it has, right now I think we're at about 15 cemeteries that are in the area, and it has all the blues artists that are in that cemetery. So you'll be able to look up the cemetery and know who's there. And we're using the kind of novel approach, because it's like, okay, a lot of blues tourists come to Chicago, and they're a few of the crazy ones are interested in this headstone thing. So we want to make it easier for them to
Right.
be able to come and pay their respects to their particular hero. So
why do you think that these blues artists pretty much died paupers? I mean, he did it. Some of them, like even Muddy Waters, for instance. I mean, you said that one wasn't that big. I mean, you would think he would have a huge.
Well, blues is a very small niche market.
Right.
It always has been, and there's very few people that made a lot of money in it. If you look at, B.B. King's a good one. He made a lot of money, and he has a museum, and right next to his museum, he has a nice, I guess it's not really a headstone. It's like a big box, granite box that he's in. So yeah, but last year we actually did a headstone for, his name was Caliph Emery, and for 22 years he played drums for B.B. King.
Okay.
And when he passed, his family didn't have the money to take care of that, and we took care of that.
Okay. The one thing I was just watching this thing. I'd seen it before. It was about the Funk Brothers. It was called "Standing in the Shadows of Motown."
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's a great story.
Yes, it is.
But that there you go. I mean, here's these guys that played with the musicians of all the Motown songs, but they never got any recognition. They never got put on the album covers to say this person,
Right.
that person. And I mean, they didn't. I don't know if they all died or dying paupers, but they definitely didn't get what they deserved. And one key one is James Jamerson,
Yeah.
the bass player.
Right.
Oh, it was awful.
He came up with all the, the bass note for, My Girl and all that
It's
stuff, different bass notes.
tremendous guy.
And he went, they said that when he died, he went to the Motown, remember the Motown 25?
Yeah, the review.
The review, yeah.
Yeah.
And he went there and no mention whatsoever on the whole 25 years of
Yeah.
the musicians that played. They talked about everything else but that.
A couple weeks later,
And he was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, overdosed or drank or
Well,
whatever.
music is first and foremost. Since recorded music, it's been a business. It's all about business.
Right.
So the record companies never have and still don't, I believe, care much about individuals, only in so much as they're generating income for the record companies. I mean, if you go back to 1923 when Mamie Smith released Crazy Blues, which some people call this the very first blues song. Well, as soon as that song hit the airwaves, and initially record companies weren't interested in recording black artists because they figured there was no market for it. They couldn't sell it. Well, when they sold hundreds of thousands of records for her, the first thing they did is they sent all their talent scouts out and said, find me black women that can sing.
Yeah.
Because they keep repeating the same formula, and that goes on to this day.
Right. Well, I don't want to keep going back to the Motown thing.
Yeah.
Greg's seen the show. The one thing that Berry Gordy did is that when all these musicians came into play, he had shut the doors and said, we moved to Los Angeles. And that was it. That was all. They didn't get a notice or anything. I mean, I just, as far as treating people badly, that's what a lot of the musicians were. They were just kind of like, they felt disposable, I guess. I don't know.
one of the things that Barry Gordy did, and just basically worked those guys to death.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And all the performances and all the people that they played on, it's a travesty that those guys never got tribute other than this video.
Yeah, because they were the Funk Brothers for Motown, but they also played jazz and blues at night
Sure.
after their long day at Motown Studio. So, yeah, if anybody didn't catch it, it's called Standing in the Shadows of Motown.
been a while.
I think it's on Hulu. Yeah, it's been around since 2002. So
There's a fairly new documentary called The Sidemen, and it focuses on sidemen for blues artists. That the same thing happened with a lot of blues artists that were. I mean, one of the guys was the piano player that played with all kinds of people.
yeah,
Perkins and Pine Top Perkins, and he played with lots of people and never really got the recognition. And so there was this video. And back to the Sidemen, it's like basically the people that the Killer Blues Headstone Project has purchased Headstone for has basically been Sidemen. I mean, everybody knows Muddy Waters, but they didn't know his drummer or his piano player or his bass player or Elmore James. A lot of those sidemen is people that we've taken care of.
right. Anybody else got any questions they want? No?
I would like just that brochure that you're making. I think it's going to produce a lot more people that are interested in Headstones. I don't think they gave it much thought until they see that. They see that brochure and they're going to go, hey, let's go do this.
That is our hope, in that individuals will see value in it.
Yeah, I thought it sounded.
Chicago is a big tourist town, and there's a lot of blues tourism, and I think this is a good way to help tourists that come into town that want to. And what we're doing with the brochure is, it's like, okay, how much direction do you give them? Well, we're going to put the cemetery in. The cemetery's in alphabetical order, but we're also we're saying, okay, Buddy Guy's legend downtown Chicago, we're calling Ground Zero. So what we're saying is, from Buddy Guy's, this cemetery is 20 miles. This every cemetery is from Buddy Guy's, because any blues tourist is going to go to Buddy Guy's. So when they get there, and I hope someday that we'll be able to have that brochure for sale at Buddy Guy's, where they can say, "Oh, gee, that's only 20 miles. Let's go there.
Yeah.
Look who's buried there."
Yeah.
So
Okay. All right.
that's a work in progress. We're plugging away at it. I can't get it done soon enough, and my wife Leslie she's the secretary, so she's doing a lot of the typing and editing for me. But
Always fun.
yes,
Now, I don't know if you ever heard it or not. Probably nobody here has, I'm sure. I used to do a show at WGVU called Traveling Blues. I don't know if you.
yeah, oh, most definitely.
Okay. And I did that for about 2 years, but I thought that's what we do today is play some of the songs that I recorded from these guys like Larry McRae and the Rhythm Rockets, Big Daddy Fox. We got Bonnie Raitt, Buster Blues Band. Of course, Greg knows about Buster Blues Band. This is before Greg, though.
Yeah.
Before Greg. Eric Sardinas, Junior Valentine, King B and the Buzztones even on there too. So we got that. We've got Nicky James. Remember Nicky James?
Yes, and the Flames.
And the Flames, yeah. Rick Hicks, who I always thought was one of the greatest guitar players. And then we got Roberta Bradley, Cherie Williams, and Southside Denny. So we got all kinds of stuff that we're going to try to fit in today for music. So.
Well, just
Blues side.
Bonnie Raitt actually a number of years ago gave us $1,000 donation.
Nice.
So really, and a lot of people ask, so how much does a headstone cost? Well, on an average, it's $800. And what happens is every cemetery is unique, as is every headstone is a unique story of. But every cemetery has, it's called a placement fee, and that's how much it costs to drop it on the ground, basically. And in
You need to do that.
in Chicago, yeah, in Chicago it's $400 to $500
Yeah.
to just drop it on the ground. Yes, yes.
Either you and I can go in business. I'll take one side, you take the other, Jake.
You guys can do it for half that.
Half that, yeah, $200, $100 a piece.
I'm not gonna touch that. You need Harrison Craig to get both.
Yeah, I know. They're huge.
One of my favorite artists, I don't know if he was originally from Chicago or not, but I think he did pass away there in Sun Seals.
Yeah, Frank
Yeah.
was his first name. Frank Sun Seals.
Yeah, is he one of the people you've researched?
He is buried in Homewood Memorial Gardens in Homewood, Illinois. We did not have to take care of his marker, so
That's good.
like I say, this book that I first did, Buried Every Day I Have the Blues, where we continually do research on blues artists and are trying to find their burial site.
Yeah.
And we have a huge database right now in an Excel sheet of over 1,600 that we know. We have names and the ones that we don't know where are buried. We have a long list of at least 40 that we're looking for that we don't know where they're buried. And we have another list of at least 40 people we know where they're buried and we know they don't have a marker. So they're on the waiting list as funds come in.
Yeah.
And we continually research and add new and find new all the time.
Yeah, let's give that contact information again, where people can reach you guys and find out more information.
Yeah, that would be our website is killerblues.net. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, and my email is killerblues88@yahoo.com.
And you guys also, do you guys still do like a booth or a table at shows?
We have in the past. Whenever there's a suitable opportunity, yeah, I would be happy to have a booth at a show. Right now, we're working on a benefit at North Grove Brewery in Montague. In July 18th, we're going to be doing a benefit there. Bring in some bands and hope to raise some funds to help us do what we do.
So do you guys ever do blues on the mall?
Well, if you go way back with Blues on the Mall, which we did, because initially Killer Blues started out as I was a CD vendor, and I would sell CDs and T-shirts at blues festivals. And I started that in 1995. And about 2007, 2008, I stopped doing it because by then it was all downloads and people weren't buying CDs anymore. So it was like, okay, well, we'll turn this into a nonprofit organization specifically focused on providing headstones. So
That's awesome.
So, all right. Thank you, sir, for coming in
thank you.
with us.
Bravo, by the way.
Yeah,
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So, we'll take a break. We'll be back. More Talking Tunes.
Oh, no.
All right, Talking Tunes, we're back, and I just want to talk about Bohemian Rhapsody Sing-Along.
Oh, you had to go there.
Yeah, it's happening today at, tonight actually at 7 o'clock, and Greg can't be there. Anybody else gonna join the Bohemian Rhapsody Sing-Along? Well, you were.
Where's
Kathy
that? No,
Kathy
where-
wasn't here last week.
What is that?
It's at the Playhouse of White Lake, and they have the movie Bohemian Rhapsody.
Uh-huh.
But it also has all the words up on the screen so you can sing along with all the music.
Okay.
And so it sounds like a lot of fun. Beth Beeman was saying it was a ton of fun when they did it before with something else they did. And,
Everybody's just gonna sing along to Bohemian Rhapsody.
And Bob was
We got
there.
in our cars
It's
already.
not-
Bob was there just as Freddie Mercury.
Oh, all the Queens.
all
Oh,
the songs
Yeah, the
that they have.
that could be disastrous. I mean, I don't want to hear a bunch of people try and
That's
sing
the
Freddie
whole- that's the whole
Mercury
fun of the
and just
thing.
massacre it.
I guess that's
Okay.
your perspective. It's either going to be fun or
Yeah,
a
yeah.
disaster.
That
Well, see,
sounds
that's
horrible
why
to me.
I want to go there just with the recorder just to see how bad it really sounds, especially Bohemian Rhapsody when they sing that.
Like, I would be mad if you said, it's our date night. We're going to go there.
Don't worry.
Well, see, now, that's
We're not
why
having date nights anymore.
that's why I'm not going to be there, is because if I tried to sing, they'd stop the show and the director would get out there and say, "We got a pink one somewhere. Let's get him out of here."
Well, when Paul was with me one time over at, we saw Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons and the Four Tops at the LC Walker Arena. Remember that?
Yeah.
And you were singing along there, and they didn't kick you.
No, well, there was a lot of noise.
Oh, so you went to the concert
Yeah.
and you were singing along
Oh,
out
he was
loud.
singing big time,
That's
yeah.
such a pet peeve of mine. You know where it's really bad is Barry Manilow concerts.
Well, there you go. 'Cause you like
We
Barry.
can't help it.
Yeah, you can't help
Just love the
you can't help
song.
but sing along with Barry.
We had to sing.
No, ruin my moment. Goodness sakes.
Yeah, but,
You'll have to meet my wife, because that's one of her favorites, is Barry Manilow.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, Barry. Yeah, anyway, I have dreams of midnight. Yeah. Anyway, hey, I brought a Barry tune in for you last
What?
week.
Wait, whoa, whoa, wait.
I heard it. I listened.
He's just, never mind. Some things you should just leave behind. No, that's the wrong way to say that. Let's go somewhere else.
Okay,
Okay.
so you can't make it, and I want to go, but I think Britta wanted to go, but I'm not sure if she's not here these days.
Britta's probably there.
Wait a minute. Are you really tore up about this?
Yeah, I really wanted to go.
He did.
Well, there's more coming up.
Yeah, there's
a whole
more. It's
schedule.
not Bohemian Rhapsody.
No.
They got other ones coming up. They got Sound of Music. The Hillsong
Oh,
Live.
I would probably pay to see you do some of the music.
Yeah.
Okay, now, we must explain why Queen, our
Okay.
family grew up listening to Queen with, what was the show? It was
Waynesville.
Wayne's World. And so we would get in the car and do that.
You are so
And Paul was
cultured.
driving.
You get in the car.
Yeah, we'd get in the car and with the
Up
girls.
Bohemian
Yeah.
Rhapsody.
And they would, so
would
that's all
sing
we're
their part.
And everybody, the girls and everybody would do that.
Yeah. Were you driving or were you just on the driveway?
I was driving.
Okay, so you were actually going somewhere and you,
So you're doing like carpool karaoke.
Yes.
yeah, way before it was
Way
popular.
before
way
it was
before,
popular.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert's family.
Why do you find that hard so hard to believe?
I want to do. Will you go with me to the Sound of Music? The Hills Are Alive. The Sound of G-Man.
You know what, I might do that, only if I can get to wear one of the outfits.
What's the
The
date?
tutu?
What's the date?
Well, that's
Sound of
a
Music.
4/4.
I don't have it here in front of me.
What's that?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Lee knows
Sorry.
where
I thought you had the whole schedule.
No, I do. It's not here though. I have to wait.
White Lake Playhouse.
Yeah. Well, you can go online and check it out. White Lake Playhouse.
.whatever.
Yeah, .org.
.org.
Maybe we should run that
Maybe on the
as
next break.
maybe we should do that as a contest to get a chance to go with us and sing.
Get a
Yeah,
chance to.
like-
Would anybody want to go?
Like a giveaway.
Yeah, like a
A
giveaway.
giveaway.
I don't even want to go, so.
This station's giving away a trip to Vegas, and
But
the
Dr.
second
Judas-
prize,
the
the
Dr.
second prize is
second
going with
prize.
G-Man to Sound of Music.
There-
So,
now, I think that's a better. I think it's a better prize. than
I really, it probably is. At the
Yeah.
end of the night, you probably will enjoy that more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sure alcohol is served in this thing too. So there you go.
Well, you got your choice. If you go to Vegas, you're going to lose a lot of money. If you go with Greg, you're probably going to throw in jail. So you got a choice there.
I get to lose a lot of money that way too.
Yeah, you lose money that way. Yeah.
He also is good at that. So,
Anyway, so that's, I mean, it's 134 minutes long, you know, it's a great movie. I saw it twice myself already, but yeah. So Greg can't go. Maybe we just have our own movie here. We'll show our own screening, we'll have you sing.
I think we all should sing.
That'll bring back the G-Man,
I think we should all pick our favorite artist. You know, Barry Manilow.
yeah.
You know,
Kathy will sing. We already know Kathy will
like
sing.
But you won't let us sing.
You know, I know my limitations, okay?
What fun in life is that? What fun in life is that, knowing your limitations? You gotta,
we can do like Elton John.
I'll sing Johnny Cash.
Johnny, you can dress up as Johnny Cash. You know,
he can dress
he
up.
can be friends.
Hi, I'm Johnny Cash.
He wants to go back to Sun Studio, and he wants to, because, you know, in Sun Studio, you can actually record there.
Yeah, I found out it's $200 for yeah. Well, that's for 10 minutes, I think.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Well, it'll take us what? Take us 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and we're done.
Yeah.
That's 9 minutes too long.
Yeah, exactly. Too long of a song there. So anyway, he's going to sing Johnny Cash. Who's going to sing Elton? You said Elton John. Who's going to sing Elton?
Said Elton John.
I don't know, but I have the dates.
No, okay, you got the dates. Go
I
for
looked it up.
Go for it.
That's what.
It's the website is the Playhouse at whitelake.org.
That was close.
You were so close you'd never find it. Saturday, April the 4th, 7:30 p.m. Tickets are $10 plus a $1 ticket fee. And that's when they're going to do the Sound of Music sing-along movie night.
So we're marking that on our calendar for you and G, right?
175 minutes, and it's G-rated.
Now, what I'm wondering is okay. So, what do you walk in? There's 200 people in there singing the same song. Oh, that could be a madhouse.
That's the fun of it. Well, you know, the one thing they did do, I think the first one was Rocky Horror Picture Show, which, you know, is a typical one that you go along and you play the scenes and sing along to it anyway. That's where it started from, was the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Right.
So I think that's what she had last year, and then she thought she's doing it with these other ones now. So
Perfect.
yeah,
I think we have a date.
I think so.
Oh, that, oh.
We did.
Emily's not so excited about it, but the rest of you.
We're leaving the women at home, G.
Yeah, I guess. Hey, I can come too, Ken. I mean, so
Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah.
Steve, you got a good voice.
No, but
No, okay.
it's like 2 blocks from home.
Stag party. Go sing the Sound of Music.
That is yeah.
That speaks of wrongness.
Oh, what did I send wrong?
We're gonna take a bus. There's so many of us wanting to go now. We're gonna have to take a bus.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You know, all the guys, they'll all want to go with you, G.
I think we could do that. We'll do a giveaway.
Now you're starting to cost money.
No, this will be self-funded.
Oh, okay.
It's $11, and then we'll chip in $5 for the bus.
All right.
Right.
There you go.
So $16 to go,
Is that the minivan?
Yeah, the minivan. There you go. Yeah,
and we'll
The
get
one
everybody.
with the check engine light coming up.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we
we
don't
don't-
want to talk about that, by the way.
My friend has a party bus.
Your friend does.
Yes. So we can get in a party bus, and we'll go watch some
You
music.
know?
I love it.
All right.
Perfect.
Does it have a maypole on the bus?
It pretty much has
A maypole,
everything.
you know.
A maypole.
A what?
It,
A maypole.
it has a pole on there, but I don't know if it could be converted into a maypole.
I've never heard that. What?
Why?
A maple? You guys, what are you saying?
Come on, get with it. Come on now.
What's this? Okay, the stripper pole. What are you guys saying?
I don't know. What's a stripper pole?
What? No, I don't understand what you guys were just saying. What kind of pole?
You ever heard of a maypole? Like, for
No,
the
never heard of
for
that.
May Day?
Ever.
You never heard of a maypole?
I've never heard of a maple.
It's got streamers on
It's
it.
got streamers on for May Day.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's a stripper pole used only in May.
But we're gonna bring it out in April for this bus trip.
Yeah. Okay.
If there is a maypole on the bus.
All right. So, Bob, you got something coming up next. We're going to take a break, but you got something coming up next with G-Man, the undefeated G. And we were trying to con Steve into doing this, right?
If
I
he
mean, who else
You're
does he
the
not?
con. He already
doesn't run.
agreed. He's.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he beat Paul. He beat Britta.
Luckily, he doesn't know how good G is, so he's
That's
willing to
true.
stick around.
Yeah. Okay. So
It's pretty tough, but you know what? If a man's got to come out of retirement, I guess I must come out of retirement.
oh, so you're going to retire like Muhammad Ali 15 times, right? You're just going to retire, come back.
No, I wanted to retire once, but y'all won't let me retire.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
Well,
So we'll be doing that coming up next. Talking Tunes. All right, Talking Tunes, and we're here with the game that G has never lost at yet. He beat Britta. He's beat Peter Tripp, the curly-headed kid, the third row. Beat him badly, too. I mean, he beat him so bad that Peter Tripp just said,
but it was in overtime.
Yeah,
They had to go to a third question.
That's true.
A
That's
third
true.
debate topic. So if you've been listening to the Talking Tunes show here every Saturday morning on 100.9 FM, you'll know that this is our weekly debate topic. And I assign which side you're on, and then you get 60 seconds to make your stand and try to win over the audience, which basically is me. I have to make the ultimate decision. So that's how the game works. So since Steve's new to the game, we're gonna have G go first.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Our first topic today
Of course, Steve.
is UFOs. Sometimes referred to as unidentified flying objects, otherwise. So G-Man, of course, as we all know, is a huge believer.
Oh, yeah.
So you've got 60 seconds to tell us why UFOs are real. Go.
This is a real easy one for me. The Egyptians, a lot of people have written documents, whether in stones, whether in wall, whether of alien beings. If you look at the temples or whatever, about a higher being of people that did something. Where did that come from? That came from UFOs and that came from aliens. Why do I know? Because if you look at some of those hieroglyphics or things that were put on the walls,
What was that? What was that?
hieroglyphics or whatever. What the hell? Anyway, they had light bulbs, electricity, and all kinds of stuff that was farther than any technology. So that technology, I'm telling you right now, came from UFOs and came from people that we have not been in touch with. And finally, I would like to tell you...
Time.
Dang it!
And you forgot about E.T.
Got all about it. All right.
Well, you can poke holes in that thing.
Steve's gonna try.
That's perforated.
Here we go, Steve.
Well-
UFOs are not real in your opinion.
UFOs are not real. There's not a shred of solid evidence to prove their existence. What intelligent being would willingly come to this planet and hook up with the knuckleheads that the humans are, there's absolutely no reason for them to come here. There's nothing of value here. They left nothing of any significance. You would think if there were actually UFOs that had came here, they would have had to establish a base or some sort of a docking port. That if you were going to dock a spacecraft that was capable of coming from across the universe, it would certainly require substantial technical assistance to, if nothing else, refurbish it for its return journey. There's really nothing that shows that the UFOs.
All right, as is custom on this show, after we finish the first debates, we do get to ask a follow-up question to try to further the cause and see if they can strengthen their position. So I guess my one question back to Steve is going to be regarding the reference to if there were higher beings from other places outside of the Earth, they wouldn't choose to come here. Is that in some way a reference that there might be a higher being or other?
Well, I certainly accept the possibility of a higher being. I would just think if there was a higher intelligence being that I would question their intelligence if they came here.
They would
avoid the Earth like most people avoid it. I get it. Okay. G-Man.
Yes, sir.
You lost me at light bulbs in the pyramid. Do you have proof that there were light bulbs back then in the pyramid to help light up the hieroglyphics?
No. Okay. First of all, you misinterpret what I'm saying. I'm
sure I did.
With the Egyptians,
yes,
written in the wall, they had electricity, things like light bulbs that were carved into the wall. The second thing I want to say real quick.
Like emojis?
Like emojis. Highway, not highway, but Area 51. This government has covered up numerous times that beings, and just recently they have said that something came to this earth that they could not recognize, and that is proven. That they could not explain the speed, they could not explain how it traveled, so there are UFOs.
Fake news.
I'm going to go Steve. Steve wins the first.
You know what?
I want to add to the light bulb thing. There was a very recent survey done in England of youth, and they found that these kids don't even know how to change a light bulb. So how would they even be able to recognize what a light bulb was or is?
Let me get this straight. I didn't say there were UFOs in there. I was saying that they had in the walls carved
emojis that look like light bulbs.
We got emojis,
yeah.
damn it.
Smiley faces, cat faces, hearts for eyes.
I think you're getting the temper up there.
Hey, Greg, when did you fly in from outer space?
He's been accused.
What's the thing?
You ever been probed, G?
I'll never tell you that.
You've been tagged.
What is the thing that they see in the cornfields and stuff where they have the patterns? What are those from? I mean,
They proved that
traps.
was man-made.
They proved that a lot of those are
Creative mowing.
okay, creative mowing. Okay. So
And there is no Area 51.
It is an Area 51.
There's no Area 51.
It's an area.
I'll pay you $100 if you drive me to Area 51.
Nobody can drive there. They'll shoot you before you get in.
You can only get to 52.
You can get to 50. You can't get to 51.
Yeah, you can go past it. It's like the exit that doesn't exist. You can go, here comes exit 50. Here's exit
What happened?
Where did 51 go? Okay. Or Steve has to go through another
Should we
one.
stop there? I don't know.
Yeah, well, no, we
No, we gotta go again.
We gotta go again, man.
His
Come
last
on,
chance.
man.
His last chance.
You know, you brought in a ringer.
Well,
And I,
maybe.
you know, but hey, that's all right. That's all right. I'm rope-a-doping, but I'm okay.
All right, now.
hands up.
I'm floating like a butterfly and stinging like a bee.
For our listeners out there that think this has all been prepared, you guys have
Yeah.
never heard the subjects, and you also don't know who's going to get assigned which end of it.
I don't think they think this is prepared, but okay, go ahead.
That's pretty much, I don't think anyone's accused us of preparing anything on this show.
Right, right.
That's probably a good, valid point. All right, on this next second topic, this time Steve's going to have to go first, and he is against zoos.
I'm against zoos. I'm against caging any creature. These animals were born free. They deserve to be free. I'm disgusted by zoos. When I see a zoo, it's nothing but caged animals ripped out of their environment with a life of being, once again, ogled by people that believe in UFOs and don't know how to change a light bulb. That their idea of good nutrition is fast food restaurants. Zoos are a bad thing. I don't support them. I'd love to see all of them close down and let the animals go. Preferably in your neighborhood.
Bring them into society. I like it. So far, now, with the rebuttal, here's the G-Man with why he absolutely loves zoos. Go.
Oh, Steve, go hug a Bambi or a tree. The reason why we need zoos is because the thing is because we need education on these animals. How am I going to know what a lion is if I don't see a lion? How am I going to know what a giraffe is if I don't see a giraffe? In other words, how are we going to take care of these things in the future? How are we going to tell our children about these things? Zoos explain to us and give us a chance to take animals. Now, I would take animals that are non-injured. I would take animals that have been injured in the wilderness and save them and put them in zoos so we can be educated to see these animals.
Oh, God, this is painful.
Time.
You got 8 more seconds.
Yeah, 8 seconds.
I'm done.
Yes, you are.
Turn the light out.
All right. Once again, we do have the follow-up question. Anybody else on the panel here today have a follow-up question for either of those two positions?
How do they feel about the movie Jumanji? The wild animals coming out of the cave.
Anybody? Has anybody seen the movie?
I've seen the movie, and it's basically computer-generated graphics. They don't use any real animals.
So no animals were harmed during the making of it.
No animals were harmed or used. It's all fake.
Although they were all harmed in G Zoo, apparently. Injured lame animals. Look at.
I think you should sing Born Free right now.
You know what? You guys just that hate a good argument.
Ever seen the three-legged giraffe?
Did you hear Emily? Crap with a neck
Smell it coming, I don't know what. Even the host has lost it.
Listen, what I am saying, let me go back. If a bald eagle was hurt for some reason
Yes.
and cannot go back into the wild,
Right.
it
It
should.
turns itself in.
We'll get it and put it in the zoo.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That bald eagle is going to run right to your house so you can take care of it, right?
It just happened recently where an eagle was found dead. I mean, things happen. You know, animals get hurt in the wild.
Now I know who ran over that eagle.
All right, so we have to come up with a conclusion here. Steve Steve is our new champion.
I know, there you go.
But I will pay to go to the lame animal zoo.
I didn't have a chance. I didn't
Really did not know what.
Oh, you did?
I did not have a
You get
chance.
20 seconds worth of chance.
I did not have a chance
8 seconds,
because
sir.
everybody hates a champion. That's okay.
Oh,
Well, you know what we have is you're retired because you lost, and we got another one who is not going to be able to come back and do it again. So we got two champions. Bye-bye.
You know what? I have to say that, Steve, you're good.
He was solid.
I can say the rest of y'all haters. All y'all haters.
I know.
Y'all don't like my zoo with the injured.
I still say the Pirates might beat the Ninjas.
We're back with G's Sanctuary after this.
And I'm gonna come back and tell you why Pirates
break.
can beat ninjas.
Gee, you're the champ. You're the champ.
Former champ. Has been.
And then you go, why is painful back there? What the heck?
Now, see, what happened is I almost tore you down last week, and Steve finished it.
Steve whooped me.
It's an honor to be in the ring with you.
He's so gracious.
Steve, you whooped me. You whooped me, Steve.
Yeah, I pretty much knew what side that was going to go when he got the side.
But listen, you guys did not.
I got a very Manilow though. Sorry. Pocket tunes, we're back. And I can take this hat off. I keep bumping the mic. There we go.
If you want to donate to G's Injured Animal Sanctuary, go online to gzoo.com. gzoo.com.
Jesus.
If you feel me, just Facebook me at Gregory Todd Roberts and just tell me that you agree with me. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Thank you.
For the injured sanctuary zoo or for any zoo?
Or for the aliens.
Oh, the alien light
The
bulb.
injured aliens.
You got something else to do tonight?
No, I'm just sitting behind you.
Okay. All right.
Area, we're going to call it Area 52. Area 52, G's Sanctuary of
Lame animals?
lame animals and aliens.
Yeah.
Greg, I got to agree with you on one thing. There's got to be other life out there. We can't be the only little tiny speck. But does it mean that they've come to us, or does it mean they've made contact, or?
All I'm saying, just
What are you saying?
2019 to actually 2018 was recorded. Something that this government cannot explain, and finally they put it on TV. Something that flew in directions and speeds that have never been approached before, that have never been seen. It was remarkable to see this thing.
That was a TV show called Third Rock from the Sun.
Yeah. No, there was a show on.
That was a documentary.
No.
That was a documentary.
This was on, listen, they finally had to bring this out because it ended up being on ABC, NBC, CBS, and everybody was laughing about it, but nobody can prove what is this object.
I think
There was a-
foolish to think there was something out there.
Yeah, well, there's a show on too that about all the astronauts that went up and they saw something flash by.
Right.
But yeah.
So what they did after that show is they took the whole show and everything and stuck it in Area 51. That's why we haven't heard any more about it.
Exactly.
There you go.
Thank
But
you.
there is no Area 51, you said.
Now you got
No.
to jump to me.
There you go.
A future topic for the debate. All right, now on to our next segment.
Oh, next segment, yeah. 45 chorus line. And how you play this game is I tell you the name of the song and the artist that sings it, and you got to sing the chorus for me. And if you're right, you win a date with Greg over at Sound of Music.
Why is it Greg tonight? Why is it G tonight?
Sound of Music. You're going
Are
to
they
Sound of
blues?
Music.
Are they blues
We're
related?
going.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Bob then. How's that? Let's go with Bob.
Yeah, whoever you want to go with. You can go with any of the
Or Paul,
Talking
or
Tunes cast
myself,
members.
or yeah.
Yeah, well,
Because we're all going. Actually, I should talk to my daughter. She's one of my daughters. She's a big fan of the Sound of Music too. So.
boys only.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's only Stag.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Plus, we got that really
E-Man,
cool
Woman
meat
Haters
band
Club.
too, right? All right, this one here, of course, I know Paul can sing this, but you won't be able to understand what it is. Okay, Elvis Presley.
The king of rock and roll.
No, not at all.
Are you lonesome tonight?
What are you looking at me for?
Are you gonna sing it?
Why should I sing it? Let somebody else sing it.
Okay, Rick got it.
What is the rest of it? What is the rest of the
It's
chorus?
just a bunch of questions.
You got
Are you sorry we drifted apart?
Sorry.
yeah, sorry you drifted apart. Then you got the talk part of it. And no, that was,
Sing it, Paul.
Yeah, he does do a little talking in there.
yeah, right. He does that.
Choruses.
His record looks like it's got little
It's
damage.
got a little dust on it.
Ben and Zoo, deranged animal.
There you go.
Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss
Do you miss?
tonight? Are you sorry we drifted
Drifted apart.
apart? Does your
I like the crackling on the
Yeah,
piano.
it is.
That's
It's
a
all
nice
that.
touch.
Look at this record.
That's
man.
authentic.
That's in pretty bad shape.
That's the RCA Victor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But, you know,
I got to take.
There he is, Elvis.
I love Elvis. Love Elvis.
Chuck Berry's the king of rock and roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
that might be another debate
Well, that's another
topic.
debate there.
But I agree with you, yeah.
Chuck-
Chuck wrote the songs, played the songs, sang the songs.
Yeah.
Chuck
And also, when he went,
Chuck's the
I agree with you.
Elvis can be the king of rock, not
not
rock and roll.
You-
Not
the
rock and
roll
roll.
part. And another fact you and I have both talked about is Chuck Berry carried his guitar and that was it. Wherever he went with the house band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The house band, that's it.
He talked about being part of the house band with Chuck Berry. Oh, yeah. Good stuff, Chuck Berry.
Elvis never sang about his dingling either.
No, I never did. Never had a
Never had a
number one.
chance.
Never had a number one hit with My Ding-a-Ling like Chuck did.
And I still to this day can't figure out what that song is all about.
He wrote it.
That hard.
It was
Chuck didn't write it.
No, he didn't write that one. No.
It was an old song. It wasn't My Ding-a-Ling. It was something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My Ding-a-Ling and sang it.
But he did that over across the pond. That's the only way he could get away with it.
Grandma bought me a cute little
little
toy.
toy.
2 silver bells hanging on a string. She told me it was my ding.
Ding-a-ling.
Oh my, ding-a-ling.
That's a sing-along one. That's a live one for
We
sure.
gotta find that 45.
I had that 45.
I did too.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
at your house.
I got one. Yeah.
And just explain things.
Only my mom bought it for me, but I didn't have it.
But after he did rock and roll music, Sweet Little 16,
That was my top.
and I heard that, I went, no, you gotta be kidding.
That's the real deal.
Yeah,
Was that 45?
Boy Named Sue. I mean, that was also another one that was a
Talk.
number one hit
Yeah.
for him. And it would cross over. All right, anyway. Juice Newton, she wasn't the original one that sang this. Maybe Paul can give that part. But Juice Newton, Angel of the Morning.
Oh, what was her name? That
Merrily Rush.
Rush.
Rush, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't have
Shaggy!
my sheep
Oh, no.
before you.
There's too many good voices here. I don't even
Change the
try.
sheets before you leave. What's
I don't know. I make up my own
Sheets
words.
before you leave.
Emily said that.
Touch my cheek before you leave.
Oh,
That's yeah.
that was the original version.
That's the country version.
That's the country version, yeah.
Very good. Yeah. Change
Chuck
your
Taylor,
sheets
Chuck
before you
Berry's
leave.
There's no need to take a stand for
Is that on right?
maybe the sun's light will be dim and it won't matter anyhow. If morning's echo says we sing, well, it was what I wanted now.
sheets before you leave.
Hey, Oscar.
Great, Emily. I love that. Yeah.
I got some news for you, Oscar.
Oh, good.
I'm going to learn how to play the harmonica.
Yeah, okay. Just like you were going to learn how to play the guitar.
Well, the guitar's downstairs.
There's Juice.
There's
I like
Juice.
Yeah.
Bringing it.
I saw Juice back when Great Lakes Downs was open. Remember they used to have
she-
there.
Oh, she was out there?
She came to the Great Lakes Downs?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
so did Marshall Tucker?
Yeah, there was
Yeah, Marshall Tucker was the Classic Rock All Stars over there.
Yeah.
I played at Great Lakes.
That's actually where I recorded Junior Valentine.
Never mind. We just lost that argument.
I did. I played at Great Lakes Down.
I believe you.
Teammate.
So did I.
You were in the
did.
stables, right?
What was
I
that?
DJ'd.
The aliens.
No, not watching Great
He
Lakes.
was on the stables, like, writing hieroglyphics on the walls of the horse stables.
Not when I was singing, girl. I was
Oh, you
singing
were
from the soul.
sick? Yeah, no, yeah, you were good.
I remember playing out there, DJing out there, and I had more fun watching the horses run around the track
Yeah,
Then what?
wasn't.
than what was going on in front of my system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, when I was there for I don't know 6 years or something.
Yeah.
I always had a good time. But anyway, Carpenter.
Yeah, they always send me in to clean up after you.
Oh
Yeah.
well. Okay.
And the horses.
And the jockeys. That was a story.
That's the other side of it. Oh,
Great Lakes Sounds, they had me do an MC for a chili pepper eating contest.
Oh boy.
All the jockeys did the chili pepper eating contest, and you never saw the bathroom get so full when that thing was over, man. It was you didn't want to go in that bathroom afterwards too. It was disgusting. But anyway, a lot of chili peppers. Anyway,
That
Carpenter.
doesn't happen at my zoo.
That's how they get wounded.
no peppers at the zoo.
That's how they get wounded, by eating chili peppers. Anyway, Carpenters for all we know.
Oh boy.
Now, see,
No,
Claire would
jeez.
say she'd know this one.
Yeah.
For all we know.
For all we know.
For all we know, yeah, that's,
Yeah, that's how I go.
That was not
Yeah,
ringing a
you're right
bell
on
here.
that.
No? Nobody?
This one I'm
Oh, yeah.
stuck.
You play the right speed?
Yeah, well, I probably should change your pitch back, right? Yeah.
Oh, we got just
I can
the
name
Dolly
that
Parton
in
setting on
7
there.
notes.
I can hear it and I can feel it, but I can't sing it.
I can feel it.
Feel it
Yeah, I can feel it.
in the bones.
Well, when I was a kid, I used to babysit my nieces, and my sister. The only record she had were the Carpenters, and but anyways, that was mainly at the Carpenters. So
Probably that and Patsy Cline.
yeah, so I got to listen to a lot of Carpenters when I babysitted the kids. But anyway, here we go.
From day to day, I'll feel you close to me, but time alone will tell.
You want to hear the chorus of that?
That's a great
Well, that's the whole
song.
point of your
What is the
segment.
For only time will tell us so, and love may grow for all we know.
Okay, that's Carpenters.
That was a good.
All right, here you go. Maybe Kathy will get this one.
For egg rolls, for all we know.
David
David
Cassidy.
Cassidy. You heart rock
Cherish
you.
is the word.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that it?
He's not the first one that did that either.
But
David Cassidy, yeah.
Cherish.
I believe that was the association.
Association, yeah.
Hey,
I like
David-
Sean Cassidy was more my
Yeah.
thing. But sir.
Cherish is the word I use to describe.
I can make them sound like that. All right, you got one more here. One more. You guys are doing pretty good. You only lost one. Another Carpenter's one, though.
Oh boy. Sing.
I know it's not this one, which is okay. It's going to take some time this time.
Oh, I don't even remember that song.
Emily does. Come on, Emily.
Who's the artist?
Change the sheets. Come
Yeah.
on.
The Carpenters again.
Carpenters.
Oh, it's
Carpenters. Yeah,
That's the-
Carpenters.
What's the backside of it?
Right there.
Flat Baroque.
Okay.
Yeah.
It goes a little faster than the other one. I don't know.
It's going to take some time this time, you know.
Yes, it's right there on the tip.
What about you, Steve?
I believe that that's the chorus. It's
Well,
going to take
I know,
some
you
time
gotta
this
sing
time.
it. You got to sing it.
He just did.
No, that's why
No,
you
he
said.
wrapped it.
Well, that's the way the two of us do it. We talk through it.
Okay, gonna take some time. That's the chorus. Yeah,
In,
chorus.
in the immortal words of Leonard Chess, I couldn't carry a tune in a bucket.
road again, and it's going to take some time this time.
Right on the nose that time for
Well,
them.
it was disappointing.
But you want me to speed it up or what?
I don't know. That was just
Oscar, hey
a
Oscar.
lead in for that.
Oscar, you and I in Memphis. Because you're mine, I walk the line. There you go. Okay?
Oh, is that what we're gonna do?
Yeah, well,
You're gonna
play that one. I can sing that one.
You're gonna pick, no, you can't, but okay. So you're gonna pay the what? How much did she say it was? $400 to go in there?
Yeah.
Now, we went there, she said it was $30.
For clean sheets.
Yeah.
No, no, that's to take the tour.
That's to take the
Oh,
tour.
yeah, we took the tour.
But I looked, I buy the T-shirts and stuff, and I looked it up, and I went to the recording part, and it said, I think it either said $200 or $400 for a half hour or something like that.
Recorded there too, also.
Yeah, well, you actually use the microphone that they used, and they say it's the microphone they use, but
Okay.
after all these years, I don't know.
It's
a lie.
Yeah.
Before we go
Fake.
to the,
I'm sure that thing went by a long time ago.
before we go to the Sound of Music, Montague Whitehall Rotary Club has the annual pancake breakfast. You ready for that?
Nope.
No? Okay. Well, anyway, it's happening Saturday, March 21st from 7:30 to noon. You get up before then?
No.
No. So anyway, it's a good cause.
You're lucky I'm here now.
That's also during the White Lake Business Expo.
Yeah, it's over at Whitehall High School, right?
It's during our show.
Well, you know.
Part of it's during our show.
They can listen inside the...
Yeah, they should pipe in Talking Tunes live. during
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
That'll,
I should play Frank Zappa's St. Alfonso's Pancake Breakfast. That would be good right there. So.
Nice.
so the pancake breakfast ends at noon. Our show ends at noon. That's the way you want to get people out of your facility. Play at our show. Have a
They
play.
want them to
Move
eat
along
first,
really
though.
quick.
They don't want them just
Yeah,
to
they
come
want to
in
eat
and
the
not
pancakes
run
first. They
out.
don't want them thrown up. All right, so we'll take a break and we'll be back with Who Am I? Right?
Correct.
All right.
You had to go back there and figure out how to work that camera.
Yeah.
Nice.
She had to go back and change the sheets. All right. Talking tunes.
Talking tunes and other such topics.
Topics, yeah.
Oh boy.
Poor G's getting picked on today. Anyway, Bob, it's all you, sir.
All right, it's that time once again here on Talking Tunes on Muskegon's 100.9 FM WFFR for Who Am I?
Hey!
Every week we have a couple of musical artists and we give a few facts out and try to guess who we're talking about. And anytime you have a guess, you have to yell stop, give your guess. If you're right, you win. If you lose, you can't guess again that round. You have to wait until the next round of facts are revealed.
Even though none of us really go with the...
Yeah, you guys gotta follow the rules. I know. I get it. Especially you
I don't have Brett here today to challenge me, so but Steve probably would be a challenge.
Now's our time to shine.
Yeah.
Yes, we all have a chance. You guys all have a chance.
Yeah, Britta's not here.
All right, our first artist for this week of March 3rd. I was born February 24th, 1950 in Wilmington, Delaware.
Stop! Chucky Westover from Coopersville.
Oh, geez.
You're right, most good. All right.
I just wanted to be able to say something, that's all.
All right, you're done. You are done. So that's the second fact. I began my career in the early 1970s as a solo acoustic performer.
By himself.
Fact number 3. If music hadn't worked out, I may have been a baseball player, having played semi-pro ball as a second baseman in the 1970s. Fact number 4, I gained my first mainstream exposure as a support act for the Rolling Stones during their 1981 U.S. tour.
Did you say where he was born? Delaware, right?
Yeah, 1950.
Next fact, me and my band also embarked on a 50-50 tour in 1981, in which we toured all 50 states in 50 days.
He's trying to sign me or signal me over there. I have no idea what he's doing, but
You can have another guess.
Oh, no, you told me I was out.
Go ahead. Do you know?
Well, no, I thought it was the album 50-50. What was that, Van Halen?
Why are you over there?
Okay, you're cut off.
That was 5150.
5150.
In 1985, I appeared at Live Aid performing with Albert Collins.
wow, I'm really feeling stupid right now. Britta, where are you?
Green Day, Brenda. All right, next fact. My only Billboard Hot 100 hit was a remake of Johnny Otis's Willie and the Hand Jive.
Oh, there we go. No, that's that.
Come on, people.
No, because I mean,
Who remade that?
That was the original.
The original I know, but I don't know
In
the.
the movie Grease, that was a remake.
Eric Clapton recorded it.
Boy, we're going deep on this one. I think this is fact number 8 if you're scoring at home. My big hit came in 1982 when the title track of my album became a mainstream hit that was used in films, television, and commercials. Bad to the Bone.
Oh, George Thorogood.
George, go.
George Thorogood.
George Thorogood, who was Wilmington, Delaware native. And we had to go all the way to the final to pick that one up because
Bad to the bone. I mean, it's pretty
Berta's
much a
not here.
giveaway. Yeah.
because Berta isn't here.
Yeah, Berta isn't here.
Yeah, Berta isn't here tonight.
All right, here's our second musical artist. So
Who got that
here
here,
you sing.
You got it.
I got it.
Who yelled stop?
I said stop.
He said stop. He followed the rules.
He followed the rules.
I didn't say stop.
You didn't say stop.
Maybe you did. We'll have to go back to the
That's okay.
videotape.
No, he did not say stop. Because there was no light bulb above his head.
All right, our second
With an
artist.
image in it.
I was born May 13th, 1941
Wow.
in Pacoima, California.
Makes this person my age. Pretty close.
Or dead.
Or dead, yeah.
That's debatable in both cases. Number 2, I was encouraged by my father, Joseph Stephen Valenzuela, to take up guitar and trumpet,
Stop.
and I later taught myself the drums.
I think I know who you guys know.
Steve
Steve said stop first. Go ahead.
Richie Valens.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Dang it.
You know what? I was just going to say that. I was just going to say that.
Oh yeah, dead.
Yeah, I thought the father's name might give it
Yeah.
away,
Oh, yeah.
but
Yeah.
we had to shorten up the game here. But he also had in junior high, he would bring his guitar to school and sing and play songs to his friends in the bleachers. At age 16, he joined the local band The Silhouettes as their guitarist and eventually took over as the lead singer when the main vocalist left the group. Became known as the Little Richard of San Fernando. And by the fall of '58, the demands of his career forced him to drop out of high school as he toured across America and made several television appearances. He had a fear of flying, which was actually due to a freak accident when 2 airplanes collided midair over the playground of his school, killing and injuring several of his classmates.
What?
And then eventually, of course, in 1959, he died in a plane crash just outside of Fargo, North Dakota, along with Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
And the Big Bopper.
The
And
worst
only
one.
17 years of age, Richie Valens.
And, you know, Paul's got a CD, I'm sure it's probably more than that, all of the songs that he actually did in that short period of time.
Oh, yeah.
He did a ton of
covers.
songs.
Yeah, he did a ton of them.
Yeah. Same with Buddy Holly, though. He had a ton of hits, too. I mean, considering the short period of time that he actually, you know, contributed. So.
If you listen to the songs that Buddy Holly was recording just before he died, he wanted to be the new Frank Sinatra.
Really?
Yes.
Well, he had, you know, we had a lot of violins and orchestral music.
Yeah. He was stepping away from rock.
Yeah. So even if you ever watch the movie, it didn't really happen where the gang want to get back together. There was actually a documentary out about Buddy Holly that Paul McCartney put out, and it's actually pretty good, that actual documentary. So.
Paul McCartney owns Buddy Holly music.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Among
other many
I
other-
recently learned that he owns Bill Black's bass guitar
Oh, yeah?
that played with Elvis
Elvis,
Presley.
yeah.
He probably had to give it all to his ex-wife, but anyway.
And Bill Black
Half of it anyway.
Bill Black had a string of hits of his own.
Yeah, yes, he did.
She never changed.
Never changed sheets, no. Anyway, all right, so there we go, another edition. And do we got anything else yet that we want to talk about tonight, or are we done for today?
Well, we're going to remind everybody in case they join the show
Okay,
a
so
little late
we're-
about Killer Blues.
All right, you want to do that? You want to come back and do that, and we'll wrap things up, or
Yeah,
do it now?
let's bring it up after we come back.
Oh,
And
Naturally.
and G.
we always try to forget, but he will.
That was a very sweet one last week, so. All right. All right, we ready?
Yeah.
Talking Tunes, we're back, and Bob, you have some information there to share with Killer Blues.
Yeah, Steve's still here.
Steve can share.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, let's
Yeah, I'm out
remind
with this
everybody, in
whole
case you didn't hear the whole show, you can also catch us on YouTube.
Right. Oh.
Remind everybody that.
Okay, yeah. YouTube, you can go to Oscar Asbo, Talking Tunes, if you go and search and talk. But now we were also, I just want to let you know that in Google, we're also blogging on Google. So if you go to...
We're blogging?
We're blogging,
We're
man.
blogging.
I set it up, so if you go down, you can't find the where you blog to, but no, it's Talk N Tunes Show, Muskegon.com. If you go to Google, you put in Talk N Tunes Show, Muskegon.com. I need water. Go ahead.
All right, well, Steve, again, thanks for being here today, and just remind everybody a little bit about your cause and how to get a hold of you.
All right, our cause is the Killer Blues Headstone Project. It's a 501c nonprofit. Our mission statement is the Killer Blues Headstone Project exists to provide headstones for blues artists lying in unmarked graves. We've been doing this for 11 years now, and in those 11 years, we've purchased 123 headstones in 15 states across the country. You can find us on our website of killerblues.net. We are on Facebook under Killer Blues, Twitter, and my email is killerblues88@yahoo.com.
All right, and because it is a nonprofit, all contributions are tax deductible
Yes, indeed they are.
for a great cause.
Yes, wonderful.
Now, there's one thing I wanted to bring up with you guys. I kind of wanted Bree here too to do it, but the boatman, I talked to him, and he invited us up to Ludington to do a show and to have pizza at the Chuck Wagon. Paul and I know about the Chuck Wagon.
Yes, absolutely.
Pizza ever. So we can all go up there sometime and maybe meet with Boatman and just do a show right there from the Chuck Wagon. If we have enough room, because that's just a little, you been there yet?
No.
It's a little tiny.
It's small. It's small.
But the pizzas are phenomenal.
The boat lives in Ludington?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And there, he is a legend of radio, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'd be kind of fun to do. So
That'd be
Very
great.
cool.
yeah. So anyway, so maybe we might be taking a trip to Ludington, and of course we're taking a trip to the Sound of Music.
And,
Yes, we have to announce
G's
that.
What?
Sanctuary for Boston is
Alienated animals.
Alienated animals. There you go.
bullied. And
And little green men inside light bulbs.
Can you believe I don't get paid for this?
You get us abuse at home.
we're all getting paid.
Yeah,
You're the only one not getting paid.
I didn't tell you about it, Greg. Sorry.
Thank you for my
But you do have a viewpoint
yeah.
to share,
Yes.
of course.
It is time for my viewpoint or my opinion. Please remember this is my opinion only.
Literally.
Literally. I just want to talk to people for a second. In walking around and going to stores and stuff like that, we have lost the ability to look each other eye to eye, shake hands, and say hello.
There's a virus.
Well, well, you can't shake hands when you have COVID, but we've lost the ability to do and say hello because we're staring at our phones. And the thing is that you're missing out on some beautiful moments because we're staring at technology. Technology is great, it's wonderful, we've talked about that, but we're missing out on the opportunity to be able to speak and say hello That's just my opinion, and I just wanted to share that with everyone.
My
No,
grocery shopping.
people should come up too to Ludington and buy us pizza over at the Chuck Wagon, so then they can speak with us and all that good stuff. too.
Shake our hands.
Shake our
Look
hands.
us in the eye.
Yeah.
The last people who looked us in the eye. They're not around anymore.
Oh, no. I'll tell you what, though, we've lost that being able to give someone a firm handshake or look someone in the eye and say hello.
I
Because
agree.
we're too busy looking at our Facebook posts that we didn't get enough likes. You're missing out some beautiful moments, and you're missing out on a chance to have a new friend.
Talking Tunes is a beautiful moment, man. That's just a beautiful moment here.
Yeah.
Depends who you are.
This is the kind of show we will look you in the eye and tell you to change your sheets.
I don't know about you. It's been a rough day for me. I feel like I've been hit by Tyson.
Well, I'm glad.
Like it too.
I'm glad you brought that up because my wife told me that after 2 or 3 months it was time to change my sheets. So
2 or 3 months, eh?
Finally got enough.
That crunch was too much.
Did they snap off? Break in half? Or anyway. Right. Okay, so once again, you can go to Oscar Asbo Talking Tunes on YouTube and find all this stuff, plus a bunch more from the old days that we did back when Bob and G and I were doing this wonderful show. And John Van Wyck and Brian Worsham and Bill Liddings. So.
And then that.
Annette. So if you want to hear some of that stuff, you can also get that over there too. But you got some of our old stuff there and some of our new stuff there. But the other way you can go is go to our. I'm trying to put them all up there, but there's so many of them. I'm trying to put them up there, but you can go to Google and go to our blog, Talk N Tunes. Now it's the N. Talk N Tunes Show Muskegon.com. So there we go.
We got a blog. We have to thank this radio station, by the way.
Okay. Well, MuskegonRadio.com also you can listen to the show. So we got to thank them for what? What are we thanking them for now?
Well, they
give us-
For letting us do the show?
Yeah, for letting us do the show.
I agree.
They haven't
I
moved us
agree.
yet. I mean, this is like 6 weeks now.
Yeah,
We
they haven't
been
said
booted
anything yet. They haven't been booted. They wrote a story about us and called Britta Burger. I mean, so there we
Yeah.
go.
It's pretty incredible.
You're
It's
well,
quite a
brother.
run we're on.
Yeah, it is. We're all having fun. We don't care. We're having a good time. So that's all that matters. All right. So that's it. Talking Tunes.
Change your sheets.
And there are UFOs, damn it.